Well, Taurus, it's the last month of 2020. I'm Dadhichi with your December 2020 forecast, albeit a little bit compact. I call it the Oracle Express. Just to give you an overview of what's happening in the last month of what's got to be one of the worst years we've all ever had. So, one nice thing for you at the end of the year is that you've got the planet Venus transiting your 7th house. Venus is one of what we call the greater benefics, along with Jupiter, waxing moon, well-associated Mercury. When we have that Venus transiting also in the angular or foreground part of the horoscope, then that's great. And for you, Venus is your ruling planet. So this is very fortifying. It's strengthening to you at this time of the year. Mercury is also in that angular 7th house. The 7th house has to do with your relationships. And that brings with it a lot of grace, a lot of charm, a lot of artistic and cultural flavors. It also brings your attention to your most meaningful relationships, because that 7th house is the house of marriage, those cemented relationships, those committed and de facto relationships where you commit long term to the person. So it could be a recommitment stage for you at the end of the year, a feeling of greater closeness and a deepening of the relationship that you have with the person you love. You also have the Sun now transiting through that important 8th house. Now, the 8th house is very significant for you this month too, because on the 15th we have a solar eclipse taking place there in this psychological segment of the horoscope. Now, flowing on from that 7th house is the overall relationship that we have with others. The 8th house, it's the house after it, is the house of intimacy, sexuality, all of those deep psychological complexes. The eclipse is going to bring a lot of that stuff up for you, Taurus, after the 15th. I'm going to have to wear my glasses. I'm sorry. Excuse the glare if that comes through. But that 8th house is very, very significant. Let me just have a look at the transit list here so I can give you a little bit more of a fix. I'm trying to go chronologically here. The 16th, Venus moves quickly throughout the first part of the month and then, bang, gets into that 8th house as well. So this is an amorous period. It's a period where your love life, your sensuality and the issues of intimacy can come to the fore. But Venus will counter that heavy sort of vibe that usually accompanies these D&Ms, those deep and meaningful cycles that we all go through now and then. The 19th is also significant along with the 17th. So we've got 15, 16, 17 and 19. These dates are important because, as you no doubt have heard, probably from me, my weekly horoscopes, I've been talking about the very important conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. That's been taking place in your 9th house. Both of those planets move on the 17th, Saturn first into the sign of Aquarius, and then Jupiter joins it on the 19th. And then on the 22nd, we note that absolute, what we call a partile conjunction. Those two planets, for the first time in around 20 years, are coming together. And Aquarius for you, Taurus, is your 10th house of career. The 9th house, in which those planets have been transiting for some time, are more to do with the higher mind, education, ideals, beliefs, getting your shit together basically. Now we see the foreground movement of these two major planets. So the career for you over the next 12 months, starting a little bit earlier in at the tail end of 2020, is going to really set the stage for you in 2021. And we'll be talking a lot more about that as 2021 comes around. So these are the very, very important transits for you. 21 and 28, there are also some aspects that are forming there. On the 21st, Sun also moves into Capricorn, which is the 9th house. Long journeys, those higher ideals that we've been talking about. This activates your spirituality, and there may be something connected with your home life and your internal happiness with that, because the Sun for you dominates your 4th house, which is domestic, but also internal ethics and peace of mind. So when this planet, Sun's not a planet, when the Sun transits this 9th house, all of these aspects are brought to the fore, and especially after the 8th house solar eclipse, this is going to release a lot of energy in you, Taurus. So I think it's a significant month. You've still got Mars transiting through that 12th house, which is also a spiritual sector. We talked about that last month. It's pretty much smack bang in the middle of Aries now. You know, when planets are in the mid part of the sign, they really start to cook. They really start to bring out their stronger energies. And that's the case with Mars. Again, Mars is ruling your 7th house, which is the relationship. So we see the focus there for you this month in that area of your life. Mercury also makes a transit to Capricorn, the 9th house, on the 21st. So you see a lot is happening after the middle part of the month in terms of the big transits for you. And I hope that helps you see the year out in a good frame of mind. Get close to the people you love, express how you feel to them, and allow this eclipse not to be resisted or to be worked against, but to bring up those deeper emotions and those things that have been holding you back that need to be cleared out as we tie up 2020. Thank God for that. I'll be here next month. In the meantime, don't forget, take a quick look at what we've got happening there over at astrology.com.au. It's time for you to get your 2021 personalized reading. I'm here to do that. Drop me a line if you want more information. Go over there to the shop, the store.astrology.com.au to see what's brewing there. We've got a whole range of New Year reports and specials. I hope you'll take advantage of that. Till the new year, take care, have a festive season, and thank you all for your support throughout 2020. It's helped. Bye-bye now.